So, hello everyone. So, it's always great to know more about the people you work with, right? So, for today's content, we will be getting to know more of one of our colleagues here at Genashtim. So, I am Camille and I will be your host for today's content. So, just a short introduction of our today's guest. She's a very talented and awesome individual. So, apart from that, she's also very passionate about her work, which makes her even more successful. So, please welcome on the mic, Red Pioquinto. Hi, Red. So, it's a pleasure to have you on this interview. So, a lot are curious to know who is Red Pioquinto.
Hi everyone. Hi Camille. So my name is Red and I've been working with Genashtim for almost a couple of years now. So a little bit about myself. I'm a musician. Been a musician for 15 years now. I play games that I am not good at. I love to cook, I love to eat, and I have a fat orange cat named Ollie.
Ah, that's cute. Okay. So, who do you consider as one of the most important person in your life and why?
I think the most important person in my life right now is my mom. So she always inspires me to like be a good person and the best person that I can be. She's been there through ups and downs, and yeah, she's definitely my best friend.
Okay, so growing up, so we believe in shooting stars, right? So how about you? What are your dreams and wishes in life?
Oh wow, we're going in that direction now.
Yes.
um, I guess um, in my situation right now, I guess being like when you're the eldest daughter in an Asian
Mhm.
household, the one thing you would wish for, the one thing that would give me fulfillment, I guess, is if I'm able to give my family a good life. So that's including my sister, my parents, my partner. So it's basically me giving them a good life. It's financially
Okay.
for yeah.
Thank you for that wonderful dream. So now let's move on to know more about your work journey here at Genashtim. So what led you in the first place to work at Genashtim?
I actually stumbled upon Genashtim, not to say by accident because I was actually looking for a job. So I graduated like smack in the middle of the pandemic, like like early 2020. Before I even graduated formally, I was already looking for a job because times had been really tough back then.
Mhm.
So I found Genashtim maybe a few months afterwards, maybe around August, I think, of 2020. Found I was actually looking for a writing or a research job, something that may fit what I had finished in university. So I saw Genashtim, applied, and then I afterwards I sent my CV, I sent my video, and a couple of weeks later they got in touch with me. I got the interview, and yay, I was actually offered a different position,
Mhm.
um, not the content writing. They said so. They gave me a different position.
So, can you tell us more about the role that you were given, and how did it feel to be part of Ginash team back then?
So I admittedly had a little bit of a rough start back then. In as much as I was actually happy of the kind of company that had been a part of, the advocacy of Genashtim and all. My first role was actually um, pharmacist junior executive assistant. So I was working with Nadia at that time, so helping her out with some of her pharmacist stuff, whether it has some connection to YPO or to work or anything basically that is involving pharmacy. And I also had a role as a YPO chapter manager. So that was what my role was back then. And to be honest, I had a bit of a imposter syndrome. Yeah, because I felt
Mhm.
like I didn't belong where I did.
Mhm.
I didn't feel like I was qualified to do the work that I was
Mhm.
doing. And as much as I was doing the best that I can, it
Mhm.
felt like, oh my God, so many people are so much better than me. And why am I here? So that was like the feeling of being at Genashtim
Mhm.
during my first few
Mhm.
months. And
Okay, so how about now? Do you think you belong to your current role, and what do you do now?
okay. Definitely, it has been a journey of like
Mm-mm,
self-discovery as well. So right now I am part of the ESG department, the
mm-mm,
Environment, Social, and Corporate Governance department.
mm-mm.
Um, I've been there since it was formed, so yay. I am
You're one of the
now,
pilot
yeah.
members. Mm-mm,
And now I am a senior executive at the department, and I also have a dual role as a verification analyst with B Lab. So if it yeah, definitely I do feel now that I belong at Genashtim.
So with the dual role, Red, it must be pretty challenging, right?
Yeah, especially at first, because I was always used to working like just the normal 8 to 5 p.m., and then I got a dual role, which meant some training in the evenings or some other calls that might be like as late as 11 p.m. sometimes.
Mm-mm,
But it's all about like, I guess managing the time that I have so that I don't get so burnt out quickly. And the dual role has made it basically made a dent in my brain now, because it's been like it's like a continuous learning journey every
mm.
step of the way.
So speaking of challenges, Red, so what do you think was the biggest challenge at work that you have faced and how did you manage to overcome it?
I wish I could say that I've already overcome it, but I haven't. I'm still like working it out through the
Mm-mm,
kicks. But
mm-mm,
one of the challenges was definitely staying organized. So
mm-mm,
um, I can do like really good work, impeccable
mm-mm,
work at times, but my challenge then that I am working on now is that I am a very disorganized type of person when it comes to work. So
mm-mm.
now I'm like having all of these Excel sheets, trying to keep track of my work, my progress, and stuff. So yeah, definitely that was a challenge. Some The challenge by which sometimes there would be backlogs because I wasn't able to keep track of a few things back in the
Mm-mm.
past. Of course, now it's a lot different. I've been working for quite some time, so it's still a work in progress. But yeah,
Yes. At least it's a work in progress.
yeah.
Yes. So for what are the most important lessons that you have learned throughout your working journey here at Genashtim?
Okay. Oh boy. I don't. To be honest, I don't think I have like the emotional and the mental maturity for this, or to give advice or anything. But I think one of the things that I have learned is that if you think you already know something, then you might want to double check, because since the company is such a fast pace and
Mm-mm.
innovative, the innovation doesn't stop, the
Yes.
learning doesn't stop. So one of the things that working with Genashim has taught me is to be a little bit more humble with the things that I think I know, things that I think I'm already good at. But
Mm.
the thing is, it's a continuous improvement, it's a continuous learning journey. So even I have to not to say comply, but to adapt to that company culture of having to improve things
Mm.
for the betterment of the company, for the betterment of the community, as per my department, ESG.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Okay, so any advice that you can give to us, your fellow colleagues?
I think yeah, that's probably gonna be it. Like it's good. Everything is gonna be a continuous learning journey, and I think with everything that I've learned in
Mm.
Genashtim is always to stay humbled with the things that you know, because you would never really know.
Yes, that's
Yeah, and
true.
I guess also to whatever knowledge I soak into the company, I soak from the company rather. We as a social enterprise, as part of a social enterprise, I guess, we should be able to actually bring it out to the world, or to at least advocate for it into the world, whether it's your country or it's something to do with politics or the environment.
Okay, that's very one inspiring advice you have for us. Okay. So again, thank you very much, Red, and have a great day ahead.
Okay, thank you so much as well.
Bye.
Bye.